Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a case which is based on the reopening under section 148. It is a settled law in reopening under section 148 that when the reasons are recorded for opening the case of an assessee under section 148, those reasons become the bedrock for the whole assessment, and the assessing officer is not permitted to supplement the reasons for reopening the case. But nowadays it has become a very regular practice by the assessing officers that they issue the notice under section 148A clause B to show cause the assessee why their case should not be reopened under section 148, and when the assessee gives the reply to those notices, then subsequently the whole basis of reopening is changed in the subsequent notices under section 148A clause B. So when the notice under section 148 is issued on this type of concept that the whole basis of reopening is changed by the assessing officer, in that case whether these type of notices have any validity in the eyes of law. This issue has been very well taken up by Honorable Delhi High Court in the case of Banyan Real Estate Funds Mauritius versus Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax International Taxation and another. This case is reported in 473 ITR at page number 466, and the date of the judgment is 5th August 2024. In the present case, the assessee has filed the return of income, and the assessee has shown income from the sale of shares, and assessee has claimed that income exempt under article 13 sub article 4 of the double taxation avoidance agreement between India and Mauritius. But the notice under section 148 was issued to the assessee on the allegation that the assessee has not filed the return of income, and the assessee has made various remittances outside India, and that is why the income of the assessee has escaped assessment. When the assessee made reply to this show cause notice under section 148A clause B and said to the assessing officer that the allegation that I have not filed the return of income is not correct, and I have shown my income as exempt under the double taxation avoidance agreement between India and Mauritius, then the assessing officer challenged that the assessee is not entitled to the treaty benefits and the assessee's income is not exempt, meaning thereby that the learned assessing officer changed the whole basis on the basis of which the notice under section 148A clause B was issued, and ultimately the assessing officer go ahead with issuing the notice under section 148 along with order under section 148A clause D. The assessee challenged this notice under section 148 on the ground that the reasons on which this notice has been issued is not correct, and the notice has been issued on incorrect facts. When the matter was heard by Delhi High Court, the court said that in the present case it can be said that the reasons are bedrock of a notice under section 148A clause B, and the reasons are germane for the purpose of the evaluation of the validity of the action under section 148. The court said that only those set of reasons would meant examination and evaluation on the basis of which the original notice under section 148A clause B has been issued, and the reasons cannot be supplemented or the reasons cannot be added further by the revenue. The court said that AO cannot continuously alter the basis on which the action is initiated against the assessee, and in the present case, since the whole basis of issuing the notice under section 148 has been changed, so the order under section 148A clause D and the notice under section 148 is required to be quashed. Friends, nowadays it has become a practice of the revenue that they tried to do the roving inquiries by issuing the notice under section 148A clause B without recording the reasons. So if the reasons which have been given in the original notice have altogether been changed subsequently on giving the reply by the assessee, then in that case, as per this judgment, those notices are not valid and as per the jurisdiction of section 148. In the present case, the court quashed the notice under section 148. At the end of this video, once again, I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Banyan Real Estate Funds Mauritius versus Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax International Taxation and another. And this case is reported in 473 ITR at page number 466, and the date of the judgment is 5th August 2024. Thank you, friends.